Hello, my name is George Washington.
And I'm Martha Washington. George and I are here to tell you the marvelous story of how our country began. It's a story filled with excitement and drama.
Dreams of gold, the clash of nations.
And best of all, we get to play the starring roles. Oh, George, I never get tired of this. The bright lights, the photographers, it just makes me want to salute something.
I leave Ferris to claim this one for being all the Vikings.
Excuse me, but we're starting the show here.
I know I visited America nearly 1,000 years ago. I want some credit for being part of the 13 Colonies. I was here first.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't?
Not at all. Native Americans were here hundreds of years before you arrived. Isn't that right, George?
Oh, sorry. Come on, man. Back to Minnesota.
In fact, let's take a visit. Let's take a visit to the eastern seaboard in the 16th century and see what's going on with some of the local tribes.
Here comes some Iroquois, and George, they don't look happy.
We lived on this land for hundreds of years. There's no place that we haven't been, but something is new, the neighborhood has changed. The Europeans are moving in. They unload their ships, they back in their vans. They're putting our lives in a spin. We give them their form, they give us the most. The Europeans are moving in. The Isle of Manhattan we sold to the Dutch, and people say it was a steal. But have you all seen what they've done to the place? We got us a heck of a deal. They're shaking our hands and taking our lands. Our nations is now very thin. You never can tell, but it doesn't look well. The Europeans are moving in. The Spanish are searching the South for some gold. We don't think that they're gonna stop. The French in the North want the timber and furs. The New World's a great place to shop. We lived on this land for hundreds of years. There's no place that we haven't been, but something is new, the neighborhood has changed. The Europeans are moving in. The Europeans are moving in and in and in and in.
Let's move south to Florida and get a closer look at some of those new European explorers.
I see a Seminole coming our way. Isn't it exciting? Programs, get your programs here. Charts of hidden treasures. Guides to the Everglades right here. Directions to cities built with gold. Maps to the houses of the stars. Programs, get your programs.
On Ponce de Leon, the famous Spanish explorer.
Welcome. Want to buy a map to a city paid with diamonds and rubies?
Does it look like I'm some dumb tourist? Get real. But I was wondering, do you have any maps to the Fountain of Youth?
Those are really hard to come by. Let me look. Ah, you're in luck. I have one left.
Great, I'll take it.
That'll be a pound of gold.
Men, what are you doing? Pig woman. At last, this has been a very difficult journey. Some people want adventure, while others look for gold. But me, want some water to make.
mountain, go on, have a thirst, and it's not something from a swamp. I tried it. Till I knew the diet. All my wrinkles disappeared, turning black. Tell me, boys, I must know the truth. I told her as the person that we found the
Every mountain, though I will have the thirst, and every stream and river, I think I'll burst.
It's not something from a swamp.
I'll try it.
Here's to our new liquid diet.
Are my wrinkles disappearing? Is my gray hair turning black? Tell me, boys, I must know the truth. Am I younger? Am I taller? Has my bald spot gone away? Have we found the fountain of youth? The fountain of youth. The fountain of youth.
Good evening again. My husband George got a splinter from his wooden dentures and he's having his gums massaged. Isn't that remarkable? Now, where were we? Oh yes, the 1600s brought the British to America. You know what that means. Jamestown, John Smith, Pocahontas. You know the story. You've seen the movie. You've bought the product tie-ins. Life was tough on the first pioneers as they pushed out on the frontiers. Let's get up close and personal with the young boy and girl. Welcome, pioneer boy and girl. Tell me, what was your life like?
Out of bed, but I'm still asleep. Cut potatoes to feed the sheep. Got no shoes, but I'm out the door. Bringing wood, and I'm gone once more. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for lots to do. There's no time for school. Picking birds and learn how to sow. Weed the gardens so our veggies grow. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for me. Gone all day as I tend the herds. I just talk to the trees and birds. Mom to make all the bread. Evening comes and the grounds are red.
Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for play. Sunrise to sunset. Sunrise to sunset. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for play.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Name That Colony, the quiz show that tests your knowledge of colonial trivia. Time for our first question from the Name That Colony singers.
The colonies of Hampshire, York, and Jersey are quite new. We're all aware that Delaware is something special too. Maryland's a very land I'd never leave behind. Connecticut is cool and Georgia's always on my mind. Jamestown, Virginia is where it all began. The Carolinas, so warm we got a tan. Rhode Island now is my land, it's so tiny and so cute. Pennsylvania's perfect, Massachusetts is a beaut. These 13 colonies are all we need for pioneers. I have another one for several hundred years.
Tonight's contestant is Betsy Smith. Ready, Betsy? Here we go. The 13th colony was established in 1732. Which one was it?
Idaho.
No, I'm sorry. Idaho is not one of the 13 colonies. The name of the 13th colony established in 1732 was Georgia.
I really like potatoes.
I'm sure you do, but try and concentrate because we only have 2 questions left. The first colony to decree religious toleration was
Idaho.
No, Betsy, Idaho is not one of the 13 colonies. Are you sure you understand the premise of our game? Get it? Name that colony. Think of some places near the East Coast.
You can't go wrong with good Idaho potato. You can mash them, bake them, smear with a little chocolate and whipped cream.
Thank you, Betsy. The correct answer to our question, the first colony to decree religious toleration, was Maryland. Okay, time for our last question. I'd really like to see you get this one right. Okay, here we go. Ready, Betsy? Name the colony founded as a refuge for Quakers, led by William Penn, in Philadelphia, chartered in 1682, and Betsy, it's not Idaho. Got the answer?
Idaho.
No!
I really love those potatoes.
Oh, forget it. Start the music. Start the music.
The colonies of Hampshire, York, and Jersey are quite new. We're all aware that Delaware is something special too. Maryland's a very land I'd never leave behind. Connecticut is cool and Georgia's always on my mind. Jamestown, Virginia is where it all began. The Carolinas, so warm we got a tan. Rhode Island now is my land, it's so tiny and so cute. Pennsylvania's perfect, Massachusetts is a beaut. These 13 colonies are all we need for pioneers. I doubt we'll need another one for several hundred years.
Thank you. It's great to be back. What a super audience. You know, Martha, I always say that human audiences are always the best in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Your smile looks wonderful, George. It's amazing what they can do with mahogany these days. I thought I'd like to introduce you to one of our most famous men of the 18th century. Benjamin Franklin is perhaps...
Hold it, right there, Mr. Washington.
Who are you?
We're the history police.
The History Police? I don't believe I'm familiar with your organization.
That's right, ma'am. We're the History Police. We're here to see that you don't mess around with history.
We enforce the facts of history, and we just clocked the two of you going pretty fast there a minute ago. Pretty fast. 150 years of American history in 5 minutes. That's way over the speed limit.
And we only have 25 minutes to get through the...
And now you're suddenly introducing Benjamin Franklin? Have you no respect for the flow of history?
I'm sorry, but we like it. We're going to let you go with the boarding this time.
This time, but you better slow down and explain to your audience what's going on. It won't go so easy on you next time.
We were very lucky, George. I had no idea. Oh, here he comes now. Ben Franklin, can you just stop for a minute?
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Sure, Ben, but I was wondering if...
Lost time is never found again.
Ben, can you just stop for a minute to talk?
I got my work, I got success. I got my little printing press. I got more Richard's almanac to publish too. My master's slow, they're worded right. I got my string, I got my kite. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do. Little strokes fell great oaks. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's good. I'm a walking book of famous quotes. I hope somebody here is taking notes. My Franklin stove is very hot. I hope my fire department's not. As postmaster, I got to see if the mail gets through. What's lightning like? What could it be? I know someday I'll find the key. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do. God helps them to help themselves. Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Vessels large may venture more, but little boats to keep near shore. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's good. You can't think I have time to stop and chat when I keep coming up with things like that. So off I go to something new. We whiz kids have so much to do. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do.
I tell you what, we British are fighting the French in this French and Indian War. It's over religion.
No, I'm telling you, it's simply over control of the fur trade.
You're both wrong. We want land. The French want land. Something's got to give.
It's religion.
It's fur trade.
It's a fight for power.
Wait, maybe we're all right. But I know why we're really fighting the French.
Why?
Because we're British and they're just so, how do you say it? French.
Yeah, that's it.
Hardly anything on our fine beaches. They eat things like goose, liver, snails, and quiches. They jump in our kitchens and think they are the bosses. They smear all our meat with all kinds of rich sauces. The French have got to go. Come on, it's westward ho. The French have got to go. Come on, it's westward ho. There's just one thing we can do. We must fight and say adieu. We must fight and fight what new. You can bet your shadow the French have got to go. The French have got to go.
Things are getting exciting now. We're in Boston, 1773.
Hold it, right there.
You're a troublemaker, aren't you, Mr. Washington?
Having a little fun with the French and Indian War, were we?
Well, history is not about fun, Mr. Washington. No, sirree.
No, sirree. Where's the facts, the dates, the family trees?
You've got to explain things. Tell your audience that how after the French were defeated in the war, the British and the colonists were left to struggle over control of the land.
Control the land, Mr. Washington. We're not going to work again.
Yes, well, here we are, again, in Boston on a cold night, December 1773. The colonists are not happy with British rule.
Cokes, Gear Cokes right here. Pepsi, Pepsi Cola, ice cold Pepsi right here.
Wait a minute, I'll have one of those.
Say, aren't you Samuel Adams?
Yes, I am. And this is my cousin John Adams and his wife Abigail. She's holding little John Quincy Adams.
So you're the Adams family?
Yes, we are.
Then where's Uncle Fester? Excuse me? And since when do the upper crust colonies like yourselves stop drinking tea and start drinking sodas?
Since the Parliament back in England put a tax on all imported tea, we're going to show the British that they can't get away with it.
Bang on the drums, blow on the trumpets, hit out some cups, bring out some crumpets. Here is the tea we should be drinking, 300 chests, keep them all sinking. One lump or two, how you take your tea, just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. Tyranny's here with its taxation, when we don't have representation. Pick up the bell, it's time to ring it. Pick up some tea, it's time to flame it.
One lump or two, how you take your tea, just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. One lump or two, how you take your tea, just one way will do at the bottom of the sea.
Look, George, it's Henry Wadsworth Longfellow and Sybil Ludington. Looks like Longfellow's working on a poem. This is an exciting moment, Martha. Longfellow's writing an epic poem about Sybil.
That's it. Cuff it.
What did you do? You skipped the whole beginning of the Revolutionary War.
Here we are in the middle of the colonists' fight for freedom from British rule. You can't just start in the middle.
Yeah, where's your narrative says? The beginning, then the middle, then the end.
And now here we are in 1773 with little-known Revolutionary War heroine Sybil Ludington talking to the great American poet Longfellow.
And he wasn't even born until 30 years later. Book of piano.
But it's dramatic license.
We're revoking that license, mister.
Look, Longfellow's right there, talking to Sybil Ludington.
Listen, my children, and you shall learn a ton of the midnight ride of Sybil Ludington. I don't know, Sybil. That just doesn't sound good.
But I deserve a little recognition, Hank. I did everything Paul Revere did.
I know, but your name just doesn't flow. Besides, Paul Revere went on his famous ride first.
But that was in Massachusetts. I rode to win the militia in New York. Think of how much more dangerous that can be.
Okay, how about, listen, my children, and you shall know the one on the midnight ride of Sybil Ludington. No, that's even worse.
But shouldn't people know about me too?
Of course, but your name just doesn't rhyme with anything. Think of Revere. There's so many possibilities. Year, clear, career, hemisphere,
But I was just a girl. That's something, isn't it?
volunteer, wood veneer.
Oh, I'll never be famous. Long miles on a horse in the dark isn't exactly a walk in the park. I stop at each house and I bang on the door. I tell them the British are coming once more.
Sybil Ludington, Sybil Beach here. Sybil Ludington, glad you came here. Too bad your name doesn't rhyme like a beer. You'll listen to the songs and textbooks we hear.
16 years old and I ride through the night. Warn the militia, get ready to fight. The British are coming, I yell at each door. Sybil, they tell me we've heard it before.
Sybil Ludington, Sybil Beach here. Sybil Ludington, glad you came here. Too bad your name doesn't rhyme like a beer. No list of those songs and textbooks we hear. Too bad your name doesn't rhyme like a beer. No list of those songs and textbooks we hear.
Sybil was just one of the thousands of colonial heroes in the war, but I like to think that I, George Washington, General, First President, Father of the country, had some small part in it all. But the colonists are ready to fight for freedom.
It's a revolutionary war. It's independence we're fighting for. We got tired of King George's reign. We got common sense from Thomas Paine. It's a revolutionary war. It's Washington camped at Valley Forge. It's a boat across the Delaware. It's a Nathan Hale of gunfight there. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why we want to throw out the crown. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson wrote it all down. It's a revolutionary war. When Benedict Arnold first explored, we got Pentecost and Lafayette. In the French blockade we won't forget. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why we want to throw out the crown. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson wrote it all down. It's a revolutionary war. It's independence we're fighting for. We got tired of Maggie George's rage. We got common sense from Thomas Paine.
Yes, well, it's all over now, and the colonists sent the British packing. I was elected the country's first president, and my first act is arrest these two history police for being a public nuisance.
I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country.
The president isn't going to execute us.
He isn't?
No.
I knew that.
With a solid constitution, this new country will get off to a flying start. Let's end our review of the 13 colonies with a chat with James Madison, the man behind the Constitution.
You know, I thought the Constitution was perfect, but I have to admit, the Bill of Rights had just the right touch. So come on, George, Martha, let's do it.
Do what?
Let's boogie with the Bill of Rights.
We got freedom of religion. We get to choose how we pray. We got freedom of assembly, so assemble away. Come on, let's not go by a jury. Gotta do it in a hurry. Come on. The Bill of Rights. It's the Bill of Rights, so it can't be wrong. We will amend to 10, and then there's the law. Come on, the Bill of Rights. Got a right to an attorney, they'll work on your behalf. There's no quartering of the soldiers, so just cut them in half. It's a perfect resolution to our living Constitution. Come on, the Bill of Rights. It's the Bill of Rights, so it can't be wrong. We will amend to 10, and then there's the law. Come on, Bill of Rights. Resolution to our living Constitution. Come on. The Bill of Rights. It's the Bill of Rights, so it can't be wrong. We will amend to 10, and then there's the law. Come on, Bill of Rights. Come on, Bill of Rights.
All right, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the play. Did you like it? Yay! Let's give a big round of applause for all of our 5th graders who worked so hard. Stage crew, come out here. Yay! Come on out, please. Everybody, take a bow. Everybody, take a bow. Very good. All right, thank you for being such a good audience. You guys did great.